What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Kenny Chow. We back with another video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button right now. And also, just want to let y'all know, man, finally made the .6 jersey, man. Gotta just show y'all again, you know what I'm saying? In the back, got the size right here. Really excited for these. Don't know the official release date yet, but I will keep you guys informed, man. Let me know in the comment section, would y'all cop this? Let me know what y'all think, rated 1 through 10, man. Let me know. But yeah, I'll keep y'all posted, man. But look, today we got reacting to Bryce James better than Bronny. It's gonna be an interesting video. But funny story though that I want to mention is that one time I was filming with Jesser. This is way back in the day, probably I think 2 years ago. Met up with Chris Johnson, NBA trainer. He actually mentioned this 2 years ago, saying Bryce might end up being like 6'9" versus Bronny, because you could tell when Bronny was growing up, he kind of already was growing into his body, you know what I'm saying? Like physical wise, like you could see the physique in him. But with Bryce, he was still growing, but like his physique didn't come in yet. And then Chris Johnson was saying like he might be better than Bronny. So this is a coincidence. We're gonna see what this video is all about. Hopefully it's not cap.
Man, it is LNH back at it with another video. Man, we really have something very impressive today. We are talking about the one and only, not Bronny, not LeBron, Bryce James. Now, before I get in this video, man, I want you guys to like this video, show some support to the channel, man. Subscribe if you like these videos that I continually put out. Make sure to turn on the post notification bell so you can get a new notification every time I upload a new video, because we are dropping heat for the summer, man. All right, now let's get into it. Now, we always talk about Bronny James all the time, but I really have not covered Bryce too often. Now, this guy, honestly, I think people talk about him a lot less than they do Bronny, because honestly, he's not in the spotlight as much. For whatever reason, Bronny James seems like he's the chosen one. He's the one who gets a lot more spotlight since he is the one right after LeBron. He's the oldest child, and of course people are going to be looking at him and saying, what is he going to do? How good is he going to be in the future? But a lot of people really do not look at Bryce James and see what he's been up to. And I gotta be honest here, this guy is gonna be scary in the future. Now, first thing I want to talk about, and Bryce is only 13 years old. He currently attends Sierra Canyon, and you guys know by now, if you're going to Sierra Canyon, you're gonna be playing against good competition, and you're gonna honestly prepare yourself for the future. Whenever you're playing against good competition, playing with really good players, it's only gonna help you excel in the future. And that's what I really think Bryce is all about. Now, Bryce actually is around 5'11", and him being 13 years old, which is pretty good. And Bronny is currently about 6'4" right now. So I'm really wondering how tall Bryce is going to be. But his play style, honestly, is a lot different in my opinion than it is Bronny.
Shit.
Now, Bryce does have a little bit more weight to him at this point, but that's definitely not a bad thing. You guys know by now, if you do have a little bit of weight to you, and then you get in the gym and start putting in work on the weights, man, you're going to be one of these guys who is unstoppable, going to the basket. And the one factor that a lot of people miss about Bryce James is his shooting ability. Man, this dude can shoot the ball, shoot the lights out, and it really seems like he's been gifted with that. Of course, we've seen people like Bronny James where he can shoot the ball, but it's not really what he's known for. This guy, Bronny, can do a lot on the court, but Bryce really seems like he's going to be known to be a shooter. And think about it, if we combine those genetics with LeBron, of course, LeBron's genetics, and being a shooter at this age, and Bryce may actually end up being the best in the family. And the reason I say this is because a lot of times when we talk about hoopers and hooping families, you know, the youngest ends up being the best player. Now, it's not saying, I'm not putting that out there, that's just how it's been. And in this case, if this happens, I think Bryce is going to shock a lot of people, because he really doesn't get that type of clout or notoriety. And specifically, he doesn't have an IG or a Snapchat, I believe, yet. So he's definitely not in the spotlight as much as Bronny. And you guys know by now everything that's going on with Bronny, all the quote-unquote scandals and everything that's going on with him. Now, another reason that he's not really in the spotlight is because, of course, what happened with their season. Now, Bryce being at Sierra Canyon, what had happened, of course, with everything going on, the season was canceled, and that ended up obviously resulting in him not playing. Now, him not playing definitely, I wouldn't say it hurt him, but people just don't see his game and what he's doing on the court as much. But I think in the very near future, when a couple things are going to happen to him. One, he's going to get taller. He's definitely going to grow a lot more. Him being
100%.
5'10", 5'11", as of right now, and only 13 years old.
He's going to be like,
this dude
I
is
think he
definitely
might
going to
be
be
like
tall,
6'8". That's how LaMelo
something.
was.
And when he does start getting that growth spurt and hitting that height, he's definitely going to be dominating on the court. Now, a lot of people were putting false information out there saying this dude was much taller, around 6 something, but he is not there yet. But that's definitely not to say he won't grow that tall.
He will.
Now,
grow.
the second
will
thing is
tall.
when he actually starts playing more competition. But he just did something, honestly, and I got to be honest, guys. Right here, when I saw this information about Bryce, I knew this guy is going to be special in the future. Now, he's actually, a new footage was just released showing Bryce playing for Strive for Greatness, which is, of course, Bron's team. And, man, he's actually playing up. Now, this dude is 13, but he's playing 15U EYBL. Now, you guys know by now, I mess with EYBL heavy. That is one of the best AU tournaments. Excuse me, not tournaments. It's one of the best AU circuits out here, man. Players who play in EYBL are really some of the best in the country. And when you're playing against the best players in the country, man, like I continue to keep saying, iron sharpens iron. Whoever you're playing against, that's what's going to be a reflection of your game. And he's playing, and he's only 13 playing 15U. Man, he is going to be a bucket in the future. And that's why I think Bryce is so special, but people do not give him the recognition, but it's only going to be a matter of time before this dude really starts getting that type of recognition. Now, as of right now, he's not actually dunking yet, but honestly, it's really impressive that he's playing EYBL at such a young age. You guys have seen what it can do when you play against really good competition at a young age. Look at somebody like Zion Harmon, for example. This dude has been playing EYBL since he was very young as well, and it really only helped him to develop into a tough, solid player. And Bryce doing this, man, it's only going to help him be really scary, and that combined with his genetics, we really got to take into account here, do some math. Man, all these things combined is why Bryce James is probably going to be one of the best out here. He's going to be one of the best players in his class, no doubt, after this. Now, I really want to see this guy get in the gym as well and maybe get even stronger, because him having that type of weight to him already, and if he can be quick and also have that strength to him, it is going to be a scary sight. This dude is going to be dunking the ball, and that growth spurt is going to be insane. Now, do I think he will be better than Bronny James? Well, Bronny James' story is not done yet, especially if we're just talking about high school careers. Man, Bronny still has some time. Of course, we want to see what Bronny's going to do. Man, if he's going to play EYBL or not, it's kind of unclear right now if Bronny is going to play. Personally, I don't see him playing EYBL as of yet, or stepping in, just because he's just getting back from an injury. And you guys, you have to take your time and recover and then come back. You don't want to go back too early, then get re-injured, and then have to go through that whole process again. But Bronny, of course, has a lot to prove. And man, if Bryce is going to be getting taller, getting bigger, and start getting more attention towards his name, I see something happening here. I see maybe there being a little rivalry between the siblings, which that could only work in both of their favors, because it's going to push them to work harder.
Facts.
If we see these guys working out a lot more together, I think that's only going to push and make both of these guys better players at the end of the day. But again, Bronny does have some more time. Of course, him only being a sophomore this year, man, he also has his junior and senior just for high school, and to see what he's really going to do on the court. And like I said, when more people graduate on Bronny's Sierra Canyon team and he really has that spotlight, that's when we're going to see, is Bronny James going to really live up to all this hype and that last name James, or is he just going to be a bust? Personally, I think he's going to live up to it, because he's going to have that spotlight on him, and he's going to be the man on the court. Of course, he had Amari Bailey on the squad, and this dude, he's going to take over. I'm going to be honest. He seems like one of these guys who just attacks it. Of course, him going to UCLA, and he really goes after it.
Yeah,
once
Bailey
he graduates, and once Bronny really gets that spotlight, I think then we're going to be able to see. But man, Bryce is coming up too. Him playing at Sierra Canyon, it's going to be scary when this dude gets older. I think Bryce is going to be one of the best in the family, and hey, he might end up being better than Bronny. You know what they say, the youngest a lot of times does end up being the best player in the family. But I'm curious what you guys think about this topic. I want you guys to let me know how good
Yeah, man, I mean, personally, I it's low-key just been proven out the years, bro. Look at LaMelo, look at no, Michael Porter Jr. is not the, is he actually? No. Michael Porter Jr. is not the youngest. LaMelo, Shit. That might be it. Never mind. I don't know. But a lot of the times, the younger sibling in the family usually is better because they're always playing with their older brothers, older friends, AAU, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just older and they're getting better. And when they go back to their age group, they're dominating. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section what you guys. And let me check out your next. Peace.